Okay, okay, let me ask you. When was the Bible corrupted? Before Islam or after Islam?
Before Islam, in the time of Romans.
Okay, so if the Bible was corrupted before Islam, why does the Quran say in Quran chapter 5 verse 47, so let the people of the gospel judge by what Allah has revealed in it? Why does the Quran say that? Why does the Quran say to the people of the gospel to judge according to the gospel if the gospel was corrupted?
No. Uh, do you agree that the only source about Jesus, like, is the Gospels?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We can take a lot from the Gospels, right? The Gospels say a lot of like amazing information about Jesus, his life, his crucifixion, his teachings, his morality, his miracles, and a lot about that. But we believe that it's corrupted, but at the same time, it's the only source of information we have about Jesus. There is no uh, other information we have about Jesus. Like it's the Gospels, like the four Gospels. I mean, we have a lot more Gospels, but a lot of them are not
So
accepted by the
okay,
Christian Church
I got
because
it, I got it, I got
the
it. So
authors
you
are
are,
not known.
I got it. So you are trying to say that Allah is saying to people to judge according to the corrupted books, right?
Mm,
Allah is saying in the Quran to judge and to follow and to obey the corrupted books.
no. So you're what you are doing right now is you're taking a verse out of context. You have to first read the context. You have to first understand what the context is because
You are a
other
Muslim.
verses,
Why don't you
yes.
explain the context to me?
Well, I have not memorized the Quran. I'm not the most perfect Muslim out there. That's why
Oh,
I'm not a
so
perfect.
okay, so you are not perfect, but without being perfect, you know perfectly that the Bible was corrupted before Islam. You know this perfectly without you being perfect. How is that possible?
Look, let's look at history. All right.
Now let's look at the
Uh,
Quran. Let's look at the Quran. Can you
now
show
let's look.
me any single verse in the Quran where it says that the previous scriptures, Injil and Torah, are corrupted? Can you show me a single verse from your Quran where it very clearly says this?
Well, look, you have to understand again. You have to understand the context because we we do not only follow the Quran. We also follow Hadith, which are messages from Prophet Muhammad peace be upon him. When he was preaching about Islam,
So you have versions of
we
your
don't
holy
have
book.
versions.
Then
No, we
why do
don't
you
have
need
versions.
hadith if Quran is the complete message of God? It is the complete
Hadith,
revelation of God. Why do you need the hadith if the Quran is the
look,
complete revelation of
it
God?
is, it
And
is,
you
it.
even say that Quran is so much complete that no one can add anything to that. No one can
Yes,
write something similar to that. Then if no one
that's
can
true.
write something similar to that, why are hadith written and why are hadith being followed?
Look,
That's just like a version of the Quran then.
no, it's not. It's not a version of the
Then
Quran.
why to
Quran
follow
is a
that? Just
religious
follow the
text.
Quran that is given by
Quran is
Allah.
a religious. Quran is a religious text, and Hadith is the practices practiced by Prophet Muhammad peace be upon him, and his sayings and a lot of his teachings. So what he was saying.
If Quran is the complete revelation from Allah, why do we need anything apart from the Quran if Quran is complete? Or you tell me that the Quran is not complete, we need hadith to complete it.
Mm, so look, the Quran is complete.
Then we don't
It
need
is a
hadith.
look. Quran is
If Quran
complete.
is complete, we can
Can
just follow
you
the
can you
Quran and not
can you
follow the hadith.
can you let me speak?
Sure.
The Quran is complete. It's a religious text. It gives you guidance. It gives you a message, but it's not always detailed in practice. Hadith is something that explains how to live the Quran. They do not contradict one another.
Hmm.
But
So
the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, he was the talking Quran, right? So he was explaining how to live Quran. So Quran is complete. It is perfect in message, but Hadith is to convey the message clearly.
Oh, so the
There are
Quran is
no
unclear. So the Quran is not clear. The Quran is
well,
unclear. That's why you need the Hadith to get the message from the Quran clearly. The Quran is ambiguous, unclear, vague.
not ambiguous.
Yeah, that's what you said. You said we need the message to be given clearly. That's why we have Hadith, which means the Quran is not clear.
Look, Quran itself is clear.